Party trying to somehow define this as a racial parameter?
I think many elements of the Democratic Party is trying to do just that, and I think not only does it try to restrict McCain's attacks, but also I think there's a sense of guilt now if you don't vote for Obama, you're a racist. That somehow there's an obligation that this is a civil rights vote rather than a vote for president. And I think that's a dangerous thing for the Obama campaign, first of all. I think should he become president, he's going to have to take the hard knocks that all presidents take. He can't be let off easy because he's black, and we all have to be careful he's not going to be criticized.
Well,
it's not too late. Here we are, 3 weeks.
But the Democratic Party, the national media, I mean, I've never seen, have you, a situation in which we've had one candidate embraced to the point that it's absurd.
And race is clearly part of that.
It's that irrespective of race. I mean, go ahead.
No, 96% of African Americans are going to vote for Obama, and part of it's pride, part of it's
First, just because they're Democrats.
There's Democrats, and but equally as important, there's this great fear that this segment of America, you can't find any evidence in the polls, you can't find anywhere, but everybody keeps saying they're not going to vote for him because of his race, and I think that's outrageous.
You know where you've heard most of that, though? You've heard that in the national media.
Yeah, absolutely, totally.
The media has brought up more race, more nonsense in this race to drive ratings, to drive circulation, and I mean, and by the way, and much to the enjoyment, I'm sure, of the Obama campaign, because it works in their favor. But let's go back to the politics here.
To keep talking about the Bradley race, I was the White House political director when Bradley was elected. Bradley won on election day. We went out and did an extensive absentee ballot program. 200,000 absentee ballots were voted. Democrats had no absentee ballot. We put those ballots in the day before we won. But the absentee ballots, we lost on election day. Bradley lost in the overall vote. They all want to basically say it was because there was a racism. He lost by barely a margin, and he ran a terrible campaign.
Right.
You know, it's worth noting the Obama campaign did, in fact, disavow Congressman Lewis's comments. And more to the point, he's out there with an economic plan today, and we're still waiting for John McCain to talk about real issues.
I already did. I already talked about those issues. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Giving away a tax-free $10,000 from 401ks and IRAs.
I think
it's ridiculous because it'll put pressure on stocks, the last thing you need. Do folks need help? You bet. Let's get real. But you know where Barack Obama and John McCain put their efforts? Bailing out Hank Paulson's buddies on Wall Street. And now, 3 weeks later, finally, at least they're acknowledging that they didn't know what the heck they were talking about. Let's turn to, if we may, the reality here. What's the reason to vote for John McCain? I haven't heard it. I really haven't heard it.
The only way I can make it, it's not an argument that he's made. If you want to keep your taxes down, and if you want to basically have a strong military, vote for him. That's the difference. And there's...
Well, I think his attacks on Obama do have a certain logic to them, which is, yes, we're in tough times. The current administration has failed us. This new young guy is untested. He's not ready. You can't trust him in tough times. I think that's a good argument.
I can't give you a case for McCain, but this election's about big issues. And until you see John McCain address those big issues, he's not going to be able to mobilize the support in some respects that he should be entitled to. And I think that's why you see support in almost every category shifting to Obama.
All right. Thank you very much. What a surprising analysis. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.